All right, welcome to the replay. It's July 7th and we just got disconnected. So I'm gonna try starting this up again. Okay. Hey, you guys, Caitlin, let me know if you're here. Sorry, you guys, we had a power outage because it's kind of stormy out here. And then for a second, I thought that it was working again because suddenly all of your guys' comments came through, but then I realized that I was still like completely frozen on the screen. So I don't know if you guys even noticed it all, but yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but who knows. Okay, good, Caitlin, you're back. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I haven't touched the journal since we left. I've just been waiting, but yeah, that was weird. Okay, so we've got your pom-pom, we've got your K. Do you already know what kind of freebie you want? I've only got one of these left in here. Let me see. I haven't unpacked all of my boxes yet from moving, but I do have more of those washi stickers. I'm gonna check if they're like right on the top of one of these boxes, because I should restock those. Sorry, I gotta pull some tape off this box, which makes a horrible sound, so brace yourself. Not on the top of that one. Let me check one more because I think they are on the top somewhere because I was just using them. Sorry, I had to do some digging there, but I did find more of the washi stickers. Yes, Gaby Banda, sorry, I never know how to pronounce your name, but I did have to restart the live. We were having a bit of a storm here, and so we had a bit of a power outage. Okay, so I did find another pack. Do you want, there's a white one somewhere, isn't there? Oh yeah, here it is. White Romance or Snow Dream also has quite a bit of white, but also blue. Would you like the white one or something different? Perfect. I love the white one. I have the same one that I use in my memory keeping journal. All right, let me get that together for you and get you a little thank you card. Hey Brittany, welcome here. Caitlin. All right, thank you so much for your order, Caitlin. And I got these. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm such a mess. I got these order trays. I was at IKEA this weekend, and I thought it would be nice to have something to like put my orders in so that I don't just have like a row of journals sitting on my desk, keep things more organized. So there you go, first order tray. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for your order. And if anyone else is interested in placing an order, it will be packed on live tonight. You'll get to choose your charms right here on live, choose your freebies on live, and code LIVE50 will get you 50% off. So thank you so much for your order, Caitlin. I'm gonna get back to Summer's journal for now, but if you do go ahead and place an order, just let me know and we'll start packing it up right away so that you can choose all your different elements. All right, so I had just done marked out the spacing for these weekly spreads. We're back to this weekly layout for June. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do all of the lines. so that we can start. Oh, sure, Lauren. We can start with a flip through. Absolutely. So we still haven't done the yearly spreads. We're going to do that last. But the first month in here is August with the Garden Tea Party theme. Very pink and girly. Then for September, we had this Daisy theme. She's got a dog named Daisy, so we incorporated that little detail. And this is the weekly spread that we chose for September. Moving along, we had October. She asked for this globe theme with a paper airplane that I used to do like all the time in custom journals. So all of her months have a brain dump, a title page, 2-page calendar, box for notes, trackers for water, 6 habits and finances, and then we get into the weekly spreads. And those are the pages that Summer chose. Those are not like the default pages or anything. Every customer chooses different pages according to what they need. This is the weekly layout that we chose for October, and this is the same one that we're going to be setting up today, but for June's theme. Then for November, we did this retro Polaroid camera theme. And we've got all the usual pages. That's our weekly spread for November. December was this gingerbread theme. We've got our brain dump, title page, 2-page calendar, trackers, and this is the weekly layout that we did for December. Moving on to January, we did a cozy pegboard sort of theme with, again, brain dump, title page, 2-page calendar, trackers, and this is the weekly layout for January. Then for February, we did a love letters theme. All the same monthly pages. And then this is the weekly layout we did for February, which again is the same layout that we're doing for June. Oh, thank you so much. And Brittany, yes, he is feeling better. It was just Friday. It was such an off day. He had like 3 big barfing spells, and ever since then he's been just fine. So I'm hoping that he's the last of us to get hit with that, because I feel like we don't usually get sick, but over the past couple months we've just been taking turns. Okay, so May we did this little smoothie theme, very vibrant one. These are the weekly spreads we did for May. And then June, what we're working on right now is a Breakfast at Tiffany's theme. So we just finished the monthly spreads last week, the last time I was on live, and now we are about to start the weekly spreads. So I'm just going to jump on in and get going with these. And I just want to remember, over here I had 1, 2, 3, okay. Oh, thank you, Gabriella. Do you bullet journal? Thank you for the gifts, Rain Sea Gems. Rain Sea Gems. Is that a small business? Sounds neat. Tried but always end up giving up. Aw. Oh, do it, Natka. I've never seen Breakfast at Tiffany's. This is just what you guys voted on, so I'm hoping that what Pinterest told me is right about how to make something look like Breakfast at Tiffany's. I haven't seen a lot of like the classic movies. I know people, one time I got asked to do a Pride and Prejudice theme. I've never seen Pride and Prejudice, so like same situation. I had no idea. I was just trusting Pinterest to like point me in the right direction for Pride and Prejudice doodles. I think I ended up doing like the house from Pride and Prejudice as the cover doodle. But anyways. Oh, cool, Rain. Sea gems. What do you do with that? Is that like, do you make jewelry with them or something? Lauren, yes, I did pre-measure. So I just kind of have most of the measurements stored in my head, but I use my ruler to just like mark it out. So I did that before. If you look closely, you can see like I leave really faint little dots where I want my lines to go. So you can see that's where the center of my page is. That's where my first box starts. That's where my second box starts. So I already went and did that before you joined the live, I guess. So it looks like I'm just totally freehanding, but I'm not totally freehanding. No, Nia, I haven't watched Squid Game. Oh, wow. So yeah, Emmy, I would have no idea where to start with if someone asked me for a bullet journal like that. But sounds cool. If that's your thing. All right. Done with the marker. Let me get going with the stamping. Yes, Maria, we are finishing up June, and hopefully after that we'll be able to even start on July tonight. That's my hope. Oh, very cool, Rain. Never heard of that. I'm also a prairie girl, so I'm like super landlocked. I don't know anything about shucking pearls. Oh, cool, Emmy. Yeah, that sounds really neat, Rain. No, Natka, I have no idea what kind of ink this is, but it is magic. Like, it doesn't transfer from page to page ever. Like, I flip instantly and nothing happens. I can color on it all I want and nothing happens. And I wish I knew what kind of ink it was. It was just a freebie ink pad that I got with some custom packaging that I ordered from No Issue. It's like they just sent me this ink pad. And it's the only black ink pad I ever use, and it's amazing. And I wish I knew, because I get questions about what ink I use sometimes. I'm like, I have no idea. I guess you could place an order for custom packaging with No Issue and then get yourself a free ink pad that works great, but I don't know. What else? Oh, cool, Rain. You should do it. Oh, I have the perfect charm for you, Rain. If you ordered, you should get this charm. And maybe pair it with some kind of like, I don't know, blue stone. That's just what I think of when I see Rain's sea gem. That would be perfect. I mean, perfect based on the very little that I know about you. Which way am I going? This way. All right. Oh, I put it, they get fastened onto the end of your ribbon bookmarks. So I can show you the one that we just did. So one that I just need to do a name page for, has this S and then a bow, and then we just packed up Caitlin's, which hers has a letter K and then a pom-pom. She put hers on separate ribbons instead of the same one. But yeah, that's where they go. You just choose a couple charms and then I hang them onto your ribbon bookmarks as a way to just kind of customize the journal a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, I have been loving the charms thing. I know, Emmy, this ink pad is magic. Hey, Ash. Yes, I am on. Thanks, Rain. Well, if you're actually interested, you can use code LIVE50 for 50% off. But no pressure, of course. We would pack it up right here together if you would like. Ash, we're still working on June, and yes, he's feeling better. Thanks for asking. He just had, yeah, like 3 massive throw up. Yeah, it was disgusting. 3 big like spurts of just throwing up everywhere, and since then he's been completely fine. So we had a good weekend, even though it had a rough start. Thanks, Ash. Me too. That was pretty miserable. Alicia, so I just ordered all of this, like basically a beginner jewelry making kit. I don't really know, like that is my least favorite part. I love the look of the charms, but I am so not good with like the little pliers and like fine detail, like jeweler type stuff. But I ordered a bunch of like these little, I think they're called jump rings. These, and then I think these are called ribbon crimps, if I recall correctly. And then you can just, I use these little pliers that I got in my little jewelry making set and use that to put the charms on. Rain, it totally depends on the type of mistake. I've made a lot of mistakes in this journal, so we've had to do a few cover-ups, but for example, this one was a huge mistake. I accidentally drew in all the lines and stamped the days for an extra weekly spread, so we covered it up with paper. But if it's just something small, like, I feel like there's probably an example somewhere, but if it's just something small, I'll like cover it up with white gel pen or try to turn it into a different doodle of some sort. So just kind of depends on the type of mistake. All right, what day are we starting on here? Oh, the 1st, really? Did May end perfectly on the 31st? Yes, it did. All right. It was Feb. I am lost. After this, you guys, I am going to be setting up the bonus boxes and the little heading here. Let me show you guys what we've done so far when we've used this layout. So the first time we used this layout was in October, and we did a small heading here and then 2 smaller boxes and a larger box. So is there a moderator here who would like to start a poll for us? If possible. It will just be a 2-option poll. So yeah, the first option would be to do this kind of thing here where we have a smaller heading, 2 smaller boxes and a larger one. And then the second time we did this weekly spread, we did a larger heading at the top and then made all 3 boxes the same size. So we could do either option 1 or option 2. I don't see a moderator, so I'm just gonna quickly take my phone down. Give me 1 sec to start a poll for you guys. I always forget how to do this because I don't do it very often. Custom. I'm gonna make it 2 minutes long, and it's just got 2 options. So let me remind you guys what the options are. We're deciding what to do with this top part here. So option 1 is, of course, using this month's doodles, not this doodle, to do a small heading up here, 2 small boxes, and a larger box. That's option 1. Option 2 is to instead do 1 larger heading over here and then 3 smaller boxes for our bonus boxes. So option 1 looks more like this, but with the doodles for our Breakfast at Tiffany's theme, and option 2 is like this with a big heading up here. And I'm gonna keep writing in these dates while you guys cast your votes, and then we'll just keep cruising. You should see a little kind of clipboard looking icon up at the top right underneath my name, and that's where the poll will be. So if you could put your vote in there, then TikTok will just tally things up for us so I can easily see which option wins the vote. Option 2, all right. Harman, you're back. It's been a while. How are ya? All right, so option 2 won. So now we need to decide what we want to do with that. Oh, good. Oh yeah, so Allison, the options were just deciding how to lay out the rest of this weekly spread. So option 1 was to have a smaller heading over here with more space for the boxes. And then option 2 was to do what we did in February and have a larger heading with smaller boxes. And option 2 won. So we need to figure out how we're going to fill this space up here. April, May, and June. Sure, Melissa. Let me do that really quick. Oh, thank you for the gifts, Alicia. So April was her birthday month, and she requested a funfetti birthday cake theme. So that's what we have here. And this is how the weekly spreads turned out. And then for May, we did this smoothie theme. So we've got little fruit doodles and smoothie cups and blenders and stuff. And this is what the weekly spreads look like. And then now we're working on June, and June is our Breakfast at Tiffany's theme. It's her wedding month, and this is the color that she's using. She wanted really like feminine, girly doodles. So that's what we're trying to figure out for up here. Let me think of what I would do. Jewelry box. Okay, yeah, so we could do like very similar to what we did in February and fill most of the space with just writing June in like big juicy calligraphy, and then just have smaller doodles like the little boxes, flowers, little champagne glasses, macarons, that kind of stuff. Or let me think. I'm trying to think of something a different way to use this space. Rain, that sounds like a great idea. And I saw the smoke letter idea too. I forget who put that in here now. I don't do people. I am a doodler, not like a full-on artist. Cat, yeah, that sounds like a bit of a stretch. But I know that's kind of what I'm thinking, Lauren, is like taking the more girly aspects of Breakfast at Tiffany's, not the smoke thing, like the little boxes, maybe some makeup, some flowers, that kind of stuff. Pearls, I'm just not really sure how I would make them look like pearls and not just circles. Okay, yeah, so with these doodle ideas, you guys, I'm just wondering, my first question before we decide really on the doodles, is should I just do big juicy calligraphy like this for June and then do little doodles, or should I have like a couple of bigger doodles and then do smaller calligraphy for June, like in black like this? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, let's do a quick poll. Could we get a 2-option poll if you're able, Paige? And option 1, thank you for the follows, Allison and Sarah. I appreciate that. Okay, option 1 would be to do this big juicy lettering for June and then just have some little doodles, which we've already used little doodles in this theme. Little ring, little macarons, all these sparkles, whatever. So that's option 1. Big lettering, small doodles. Option 2 would be to come up with like 1 or 2 bigger doodles that could take up kind of this space here, and then do smaller calligraphy for June, more like this size. That's option 2. So you can go ahead and tap the little clipboard icon under my name and cast your vote for option 1, big lettering, small doodles, or option 2, a couple bigger doodles with smaller lettering like this. Thank you for the doodle ideas. Let's see what the poll says. Oh, hey Jill, I got on maybe like 40 minutes ago. Option 1, perfect. I will never decline an opportunity to do big calligraphy like that. So, but we're thinking blue, not black, right? I know I did big black calligraphy over here, but to be honest, I feel like it's a bit too harsh for like the soft, feminine, girly wedding month theme, you know? Does that sound good? Blue instead of black? There's a lot of blue on the page, but this is like her favorite color. So, ooh, Nikki thinks black. Blue, definitely. The blue. Okay. I think I'm gonna do the blue. Sorry, now I was reading a comment at the same time. I think I'm gonna do the blue just to keep it nice and a little bit softer. I just feel like I don't hate the title page, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It doesn't really look like as soft as I was hoping that it would. So I want to make sure that I don't make the same mistake with the weekly spreads. I know, Nikki. That's why I did black on the title page, but it's just kind of aggressive for the look that I am trying to achieve. So I'm gonna go with blue. Plus, if this is her wedding color, I'm assuming that she loves it, so having a little extra blue probably won't be disappointing. Yeah, black drop shadow. That works. Okay. Is there another color that would go well with Breakfast at Tiffany's? I know like when I was looking on Pinterest, everything was just this blue, black, and white. But if there's another color, like I would add another color to this theme. We didn't really come up with one once we chose the Breakfast at Tiffany's. It was just kind of like this blue, black, and that was it. I do have a silver somewhere. Yeah. Grays, okay. Okay. Well, I do have a gold and a silver, and I didn't have them unpacked last week, but now I at least know where they are, so I could go get them. They are just a few steps away in a box. Okay, silver. Yeah, I know that like other colors could flow nice, but the theme that we chose was Breakfast at Tiffany's. So I want to like choose a color that actually goes with that theme now that that's the theme we chose. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to just pick a random color that I think would look nice. I want to choose one that matches the theme that we chose. You know what I mean? But I haven't even seen the movie, so I'm not the right person to ask about that. I have no idea, Emmy. This is the only color that she gave me. Oop. This needs to be darkened up. Did I miss that on the other ones too? I so did. On every week. Something silver inside. Okay. Okay. I should dig out my silver. I'm just gonna finish the lettering. Do our black drop shadow and a little bit of white gel pen, and then I will get my silver marker before we start doing the doodles. How are you, Kristen? Thanks for joining. Oh, Kristen, he's doing fine. He had, a really bad day Friday with a few little puking spells, but he didn't have any issues past, I think, like 4 p.m. that day. And then it's been smooth sailing since. He's doing just fine, so we are doing well. Oh, thanks, Rain. While I have you guys here, if you haven't already given any input for the June theme in my pre-made bullet journal, you should go over to my Instagram, because that's what our poll on Instagram or question box is about today. Let me show you what I've been working on today. So far in the pre-made bullet journals that are going to launch later this year so that you can use them for 2026. So far for themes, we've got Cozy Cottage, which you guys chose on Instagram. And these pages are going to be like printed into a bullet journal. It's not a digital download. It's not a printable thing. It's going to come like fully printed into the journal for you to like use as a coloring book / bullet journal. Like you just color it in. Okay, so we chose Cozy Cottage for January. How cute is this little weekly spread with a little like sun hat? Love that one. For February, you guys chose bows theme. So I added some bows, some buttons, little like lacy trim, that kind of stuff. That is February. For March, you guys chose plants over on Instagram. So this was our plants theme. And for April, oh yeah, I really love the weekly spreads for March. Let me show you. They're just like more like, well, you get to do the calligraphy. That's why it's light gray. So it's like a really light gray so that you can trace over it with whatever color you want. And like you can darken up the bottom. You can use white gel pen just like I do on mine, make it fun. And then for April, I did the same thing again. I made you do the calligraphy, but of course I wrote it in for you. So you can just like color it in. Like you don't need to write it. You can just color it. You guys voted for a tulips theme over on Instagram. So that's what we've got for April. And today I was working on May and I actually got pretty far. So for May, you guys voted for a pond theme. So every month has just kind of a blank page at the start that you can turn into whatever you want it to be. And then a title page, which this is May's title page. And then the calendar. So this is like left side, right side, and a note section. Trackers for 6 habits, and then like mood or sleep or something extra. A memories page for you to fill in. And then this is how far I got on the weekly spreads. So not quite done May, but right now I'm taking ideas for June. So if you guys have a June idea that you would like to see in this journal, you guys should go to my Instagram and put it in my story, because that's what we're choosing today. Oh, Caitlin, I am absolutely doing sardines, but I decided to do it for either August or September because I feel like either of those months would work better for like writing the name of the month onto a tin of sardines, you know? It did actually technically, well, no, I didn't include it in the poll for May. But in the question box, when I asked for May theme ideas, so many of you guys said sardines coming from the live. But I just kind of decided on my own to do that for either August or September instead of doing it now. But we are for sure going to do it. I'm not letting this opportunity pass me by. It should be linked to my profile, Ash. It's just Rylee Autumn _ Same name, just annoyingly a small difference. Okay. Sunflower's cute. Oh, you guys like the boat? Thank you. You know, Carson, I'm not totally sure. To be honest, I haven't done all of my market research comparing it to my competitors and, you know, calculating all of my costs for manufacturing and packaging and all of that. If I had to guess, I would say 40s of dollars, but nothing is set in stone. Could be more, could be less. I have not reached that point in the process yet. Oh, thanks, you guys. Oh, you think? Okay. Well, we'll see. I want to my strategy, I mean, number one is to make sure that I'm actually making money off of it. But number two, basically like look at my competitors and then make sure that mine is the most affordable, because I want as many people as possible to be able to get it. Ooh, gardening, cute. Okay, well, Carson, for you it's 75. For everyone else, I'll keep the price the same. I'm just kidding. You know, and maybe I'm guessing way low. Maybe it will end up being something more like that. And if it is, I'm sorry for saying 40s just now, but that's just a guess. Zay, this is a custom bullet journal for Summer, who, whenever I say that, then I feel like I'm saying that it's to use in the season Summer, but my customer's name is Summer. So she bought this 12-month bullet journal that starts in August of this year, and it's going to go all the way till July of next year. So this is June 2026. We're almost done this bullet journal for Summer. Oh, thanks, Zay. Oh, I don't even know the inside then out journal. I've never seen it. Yes, and then we're on to Janelle's. And Janelle, so we just finished making a journal for Janelle to use for the second half of this year, July to December. And then she just ordered one for next year. So that's what we'll be working on next, but it will be different. It's still going to be a memory keeping journal, but she decided to do more like kind of standard weekly spread layouts, but then just use those weekly spreads to fill in memories instead of kind of the strange, I don't know what to say, weekly spreads that we did in her last journal that really, I made so many mistakes on those just because I'm not used to doing them that way. But anyway, she decided to go with more standard weekly spreads. So I'm excited about that. That will just simplify things for me. Alex, June is Breakfast at Tiffany's, which I haven't seen the movies, so I hope it looks Breakfast at Tiffany's-ish. That's what Pinterest told me to draw. Oh, thanks, Aggie. This one we've been working on for just over a month, or about a month, I should say. Thanks, Alex. All right, so now I need your guys' ideas for little Breakfast at Tiffany's doodles that I can place around here, because I'm going to be done with the lettering after this. White gel pen. So small doodles that we've already done. We've got these little like champagne glasses with blue bows on them. We've got the little boxes, the macarons, ribbons, a ring, flowers, which I did again over here, little flowers and macarons. Rings, flowers, bows, glass. Oh, right, I was gonna go get my silver. The big brimmed hat. Oh, yeah, I don't know, I don't really have a reference point for anything Breakfast at Tiffany's. Okay, let me grab my silver marker. I haven't actually used this yet. It's one that I got from, how's that? It's probably hard to tell on camera that it's shiny. Can you tell? Oh yeah, you can. It's one of the OBUJO dual tip dot pens. Diamond heart. That sounds cute. I don't even know how to draw one of those. Chandelier, teapot, rings, Tiffany gift bag. Okay, the silver's perfect. Okay, good. Then let's use some silver. And I'm gonna pull up the pictures that we saved last time. Oh, that's a good idea, Emmy. You like the bows? Okay. String of pearls. If anyone has a suggestion for how to make a string of pearls look like a string of pearls and not just dots, I just feel like they're just gonna look like circles. Will it be obvious that they're pearls? Okay. Let's let's do a ring on each one. I feel like I need to do the silver first before I outline with black, because it's, you know, I just feel like it wouldn't let the black outline show through. If you don't make them all the same size. Shadows would help with the pearls for sure. Yeah. Okay, let me think here. I'm just gonna do a little bow up here, or actually, yeah, we'll just do one for now. Diamond on here, little bow up here to turn into a champagne glass. Diamond on here. Light cream color shadows and the white reflection on each would look good. Okay. Let me try one. Okay, so it's going to be outlined in black because I've been outlining everything in black. Make it bigger so we can actually see. Like cream color. I don't know, something like that. Y'all, I might just keep it simple and do doodles that I know. But like what, a string of pearls? Is that what you're thinking? Let me think about that. Let me think about that while I draw easy doodles that don't take me any thought. Did I only? Oh no. Okay. Oh yeah. I don't think I have room for stacked gift boxes right now, but that does sound cute. I just didn't leave the space for it in my scrawling. The July theme, we're gonna do the same cottage theme that I did in Janelle's bullet journal. By request of Summer. Okay. And then this is going to be a gift box, you will see. Yeah, the one with the cottage and the wildflowers. It was one of my favorites in Janelle's bullet journal. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to outline all these doodles that I did. And I will go fill in the rest of the space with some more of those sparkles. I'm just going to do these outlines first. Okay, so you guys know how we just moved to a new house, and we just moved from a duplex that we just were living in through my husband's previous workplace into our first actual like home that we've owned. So anyways, in our duplex, we did not have a dishwasher, and that was like my countdown feature, like, okay, only one more week of doing dishes without the dishwasher kind of thing. And then when we got here, the dishwasher was not working, and we were like, what happened? And our realtor, like, he was like, no, I ran a full cycle when I came to check the house on your possession date, because we didn't move in right when we got possession. We got him to check it for us. So everything was in working order on your possession date. It's like, it's not on the previous owners, whatever. So he recommended that we call this like appliance repair place. So we did, and they came out today, and we need to get a new dishwasher. Our dishwasher doesn't even work. It's just like, what are the odds? There was like a big storm between our possession date and when we actually moved in. And apparently it surged the master panel or something like that. I don't know the lingo for that kind of stuff. But anyways, so the dishwasher is just totally shot. So we can either spend like $700 to get it repaired or spend the same amount of money to get a new one, basically. So I know it's like a small thing after just like, you know, buying a house. It's not like that would have been a deal breaker, but it's like, that was just my countdown feature. Like, okay, 3 more days of doing dishes without a dishwasher. And now I'm doing dishes, and it's just like, yeah, it just feels so much harder than doing dishes at our old house did, because I thought that I would be done. So now we're dishwasher shopping. So any journal orders tonight are going straight towards my dishwasher fund so that I can live that dream. Right, Joanna? Dishes has always been like my least favorite chore. And so we've been living in our previous duplex for like 2 years. It's like, it was starting to wear on me, you know? 2 years of having to do all the dishes by hand. It was a long time. And so, yeah, I was just so pumped. But we will get one. It's just not what we pictured it being. Yes, Caitlin is paying part of my dishwasher. She just put in her contribution to the dishwasher fund. Thank you, Caitlin. But yeah, it's just funny because like of the one thing to break on us before we even move in, it's the dishwasher. Oh, do you, Black Deer? I mean, I've been doing that for the past 2 years, but not by choice. I don't hate doing dishes as much as I used to. When I was a teenager, it was my least favorite chore to have to do, but mostly just because it gets kind of gross. And then once I was out on my own, I was like, oh, you can just wear gloves, and then it's way better. So now I wear gloves all the time, and I don't hate it as much, but it's still just like such an annoying chore because it's never done. You know, like you wash all the dishes and then you turn around and do one thing and you have like 4 more dishes. Or it just like sucks because like the more time and effort I put into making a meal, the more work I'm making for myself to wash it all afterwards, you know? Yeah. Oh, Maddie, that's a win. I would take laundry over dishes any day. All right, let me add a few sparkles, and then this top corner is going to be done. So if you guys have any ideas for the boxes here, so let me show you what we did in February, and we'll try to come up with some ideas for June. So some months we just do more plain, like for example, in May they were all the same, just calligraphy, and then a box with rounded, like more of a simple one like this. So it doesn't have to be fancy. Oh yeah, so like November, they were just all the same. It can be whatever. So just try to be kind of descriptive in some of your, in your ideas, like black calligraphy, blue wavy outline for the box, you know, something like that. Try to be a little descriptive so that I can actually tell what you mean. So yeah, so far we have brought 3 fonts into this theme already. We've got black calligraphy, a bit smaller. We've got this large blue calligraphy, and then we also used these stamps because it kind of looked like the like Tiffany and Co. Like font. So we've got 3 fonts to choose from, and then yeah, just how we want to actually lay it out as far as the boxes go. I like how this turned out though, the heading up here, and I feel like it doesn't look too blue, like jewelry boxes, billboard. Jewelry boxes. I'm just trying to think of how I would draw jewelry boxes, but still like I want all of the space to be writable. You know, like it's already such a small section for notes for to buy. So I want to make it look nice, but I also want to make sure that all of the space is functional space. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure how I would do that with like turning it into something a little bit more elaborate, like a jewelry box. I feel like for mirror, it's whatever, because a mirror is just a frame. We're going to do a box around it anyways, but not sure about the jewelry box thing, although it sounds terribly cute. Oh, I gotta do my puzzle piece thing. Oh, wait. Okay. But Ash, how would I make it look like a jewelry tray and not just like a shape? You know? Okay, let me see here. Large dime. Circle and make it look like a ring. Like the idea of mirrors with a little dash line. Okay, let me think here. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the like mirror frame sort of thing because we've already kind of done that this month. And then I'm gonna just kind of do one at a time. So we'll start with the frame for the mirror. Oh yes, this is 2026. Oh, and Caitlin, sorry. These stamps are my handwriting that a company called Contact Crafts took and turned into stamps. And actually I was just chatting with Amy today and we made a smaller stamp block, and by we, I mean her, but on my behalf, made a smaller stamp block for the days of the week so we won't have the issue of like ink going out to the side and then kind of getting on the page when you stamp it down. So there will be another launch of these with a smaller stamp block, but first we want to make another collection. So if you guys have any ideas for the like what other things you would like to see, either other words or different fonts for like the days of the week and months of the year. So far the collections that I've released are days of the week, months of the year. So I could either do another round with different fonts, or I could do different words like habits, mood, notes, whatever. But feel free to let me know if you have any preference for that. I don't know when the next one's going to be launching. We're going to wait, like, she's not going to reprint the existing stamps until we've designed the next collection. And then she's just going to do a big manufacturing push to get the old collection and new one remade. Numbers. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's not really gold, it's brown. Just a light brown. And I don't know why, I just picked it. Thought it was cute for a mirror. Same reason I picked this weird shape. I don't know what kind of shape this is, I just picked it. Yes, Gianna, the weekly spreads do definitely get tiring. Same, Sarah. Uh-huh. What do you guys think for font for these headings? We could do a smaller black calligraphy like this, or we could do the stamps like this. What do you guys think? We need notes, to buy, and next week. Those are our heading. Typewriter stamps, Maria? Yeah, we thought those kind of matched the Tiffany & Co. Like font that they use on their packaging. I think speed-wise it would be pretty similar, just because when I'm stamping, like when I'm doing that many pages, stamping does go a bit quicker because I just do one letter in every spot. I think more people are saying stamps. So let's go with the stamps. Sounds good. Okay, so we've got the mirror. Just gonna do a few little like reflection lines. Okay, and then I was gonna do a ribbon outline for one of them, and then shopping bag for one of them. You guys are putting me to work. All right, here's the shopping bag. We just have a flat top. Hey, I was gonna do like a, I can't even think of the word now. Ignore me. We'll add handles so that you can tell that it's a shopping bag. And then of course the title will get stamped on there. This blue is starting to struggle. I think this is my first ever of these blues though. I don't use it a lot, so it's lasted a long time. Oh yeah, no kidding, we'll do to buy for the shopping bag. Perfect fit. I know, we've got 2 more of these big bags to color in, and then I was going to use it for the ribbon yet, for a ribbon border on the next one, but we'll see if it holds out long enough for that. Yeah, you can see it's kind of getting a little bit streakier. It's not too bad yet though. Yeah, it sounds dry, hey? All right, and then let me do some silver handles, because why not? Actually, I should probably go the other way for the silver because it's gonna, this one's a bit juicier, so it might streak. Silver ribbon, you think? Over here? Okay. Oh, hey Crystal, thank you. Oh, thanks for watching my replays. But glad you could join us for the real thing. All right. So we need notes to buy and next week. So let me grab my ink. Oop. And my stamps. And I realize you guys can't see super well, so I'll scoot that over. All right, where's my N? Notes and next week. Oh, Mary, you didn't see my other O. Definitely not symmetrical. I usually try purposely to not make it symmetrical, but this one, since it's there, like, the Tiffany font that we're kind of trying to do loosely, I feel like I should make it symmetrical, but it's too hard, and I don't have that kind of time, so we're just going. I am not going to be able to fit next week across the top very nicely. I might need to split it up or something. And now there's one more month. July and then yearlies. Okay, here week could definitely fit. There, I don't think so. Okay, well, I'm just going to try to fit it on the ones that can fit it. I think most of them actually look fine. This one's going to be tight, but I'm going to try. I'm just not leaving much space between the words. Sorry. All right, squash these E's together. Oh, hey, Anderson. How was your weekend? All we've done today was the weekly spreads. Were you here on Friday when we did the monthly spreads for this theme? All right, and we don't have any more repeat letters left, so I can stop playing my mental game of how to be most efficient with my letters and just start stamping things in an order that actually makes sense. Okay, since Thursday. Well, I can show you guys the monthlies in just a sec. So, Breakfast at Tiffany's theme for June. This sort of aquamarine color is her wedding color, so she asked us to choose a feminine theme that featured this color. So, got her calendar or title page brain dump calendar, trackers, and then we're working on the weekly spreads right now. We are very close to being done. And I will say, if anyone is interested in placing a journal order that you want packed on live tonight, we already did Kate's, and I've got one more in the queue to work on for Susan. But if anyone else is interested in having an order packed tonight, you can go ahead and place it right now with the code LIVE50, and we will put your charms on together on live. You can choose any of your charms, you can choose your freebies, and we'll get that all packed up right here and now on live for you as soon as I'm done these weekly spreads, which we are very close. I'm gonna do the K's next just because, oh, see, I made it fit. It doesn't look too squished. They're so fun. Hey, Caitlin. I know, Hanal. Caitlin did the second pom-pom. We've given out a pom-pom to Alex and a pom-pom to Caitlin. No, I didn't, Sarah. It's still not here, so I'm still digging through every single charm every single time. So sorry about that. Dana, let's do it. Do you already know what kind of charms you want? Aw, thanks, Tamara. Oh, I should not have been looking up at the screen while stamping. No worries, you guys. I'm not even stressed. Now I just get to answer the question that so many of you guys ask. How do I cover up mistakes? Perfect, Sarah. Yes, Dana will be adding to my dishwasher fund. We just moved to a new house, and the dishwasher was like what I was most excited for because I didn't have one. And we got here and the dishwasher is broken, so we need to buy a new one. So thank you, Dana, for contributing to my dishwasher fund. Okay, perfect, Dana. I have some ideas. Okay, so for this cover-up job, in case anyone's curious, because I do get asked this a lot, I am going to try to overlap my stamps, the right stamp, as much as I can. So I stamped the Y on top of the U. I know it looks dumb right now, but let me just finish this. Okay. And then I'm going to take my white gel pen and color over all of the spots where they don't line up, like where I don't want to see the U. And I'll color over this too because that was a bit sloppy. And I'm already here. Okay, and then we're just gonna let that fully dry, the white gel pen, and then we'll color over it with the light blue that we used for that box. It already looks much better, but we're gonna make it look even better with the light blue. I just want that to dry fully. So I'm gonna go on over to Etsy here. And we have one order, which is actually from Summer, who ordered this full custom journal. She also ordered a journal as a gift. So that is this one. And she asked if I could do a custom name page for her, which I don't normally do for all of my journals, but I am gonna do it for Summer since she is supporting my shop so well, ordering customs and gifts and all of that. So she just asked for something very, very simple. She asked for the name Susan and then just some very simple little like coquette type doodles. So let me just find her order form here so that I make sure I get all the details right. Yes, so Susan is the name, and then just a few little coquette doodles. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Should I stack Susan? No, I'll just do it straight. So last week we put the charms on this one, but I hadn't asked her what she wanted the name page to look like, so I held off on doing that until now. But now that I know, we'll do it together. And I can mail this off to her tomorrow. Oh, sorry. You guys, I need to write. If it was up to me, my face would be here the whole time. You have no idea how awkward it is to do lettering. I mean, maybe you do. On camera. It's not nice. I do my best. Plus, I figured you guys would all want to count my grays or something. They're coming in pretty nice. Put the camera... All right, why don't you come put my camera somewhere else? Because I'm not moving it around between shots. Sorry, I can be nicer too. She told me to make it a very simple name page, so I'm not arguing with that. Simple works for me. Oh, Dana, I just saw your order come through. Thank you so much. Let me pull that up so that we can start packing it. All right, that is what we're gonna do for Susan. Thank you, Summer, for another order. Yes, Harman was here earlier. Just poked in. Funny. All right, so that is Summer's journal for Susan that we just packed up. We also just finished Kate's a little while ago. Let me just show it off because she chose such a cute charm combination. Kate chose a white K and then a white pom-pom as well. And for her freebie, she chose these white washi stickers, this little sticker book. And if anyone else is interested in placing an order, I am packing more right now. And if you use code LIVE50, you'll get 50% off. So let me head back over to my Etsy dashboard, Dana, so that I can see your order. And then we can figure out exactly what you're looking for. Open orders. Ooh, clay. I love the clay ones, Dana. They don't get enough orders. D for the letter flower or some nature charm. Sounds good. So let's see what we have for our selection of these. Did I nickname you? I didn't even notice. Yeah, Hanal, we converted him real fast. Oh, a flip through. Yes, for sure. I can show you a flip through. Okay, so let's look for Dana's charms, and then I would love to show you guys a flip through of Summer's bullet journal so far. So looking for D, my charm storage is on the way, but it's not here yet. So we're gonna keep sifting through every single one. We've got black and gold. Let's see if we have white or pink. White. Do we have pink? Not in that handful. Thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate that. And it's working. We've had a great turnout tonight. All right, so Dana, we've got all 4 options for D's. Gold, white, pink, and black. And then let me find some flower and nature charms for you. I know we've got a few flowers and a few leaves and a lot of like ocean sort of charms, which is nature, but I know it's a little bit different. But I'm going to put the ocean ones down here just in case you like them. I'm going to put other ones that I think you might like based on your request, but I'm mostly looking for more like flower and leaf type nature charms. I know, Crystal. They absolutely need to be organized. Between the gold and the white. Okay, well, let's see which other charm you want so that we can match it. I do have charm organization on the way, like these little storage bins, but we just moved, so I couldn't order them to this address, but I didn't want to order them to our last one, just in case it showed up late, and then I had to wait for mail forwarding to kick in. So anyways, they have been ordered. They are on the way, just taking their sweet time. Okay, that's a flower. What other? Paige, totally. They, you know what? They could be out now, basically. I have the supplies. I just, I'm waiting on my next order of journals to arrive from my manufacturer. And, yeah, and then I just need to like finalize it. But like if some of you guys wanted just like kind of a preliminary journal kit, like to kind of be testers with what I have right now with my current journals, my current stock, like I could put together a few. I just don't have the new journals, so I haven't published the full-on journal kits yet. Okay, the leaf oh, I put that one in the wrong row. That's a leaf. Why have I not been seeing very many flowers? I guess I saw this cluster of flowers and forgot to include it. So yeah, Paige, they would definitely be ready by Christmas. They kind of already are, just my new journals aren't here yet, so I've been holding off. Yeah, the green heart is cute, hey? I like that green. Okay, well, if you've been waiting to order, like waiting for the kits, maybe just send me a message. If you want one of the current color journals, then you should send me a message because we can figure something out. Oh yeah, you can wait till the new colors come in, no problem. Okay, so these are the flowers that I found. Flowers and leaves. Up top here. So Dana, if you know what you want, just say like, so either gold or white, and then maybe the number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Or if you want one of these, you can let me know that too. The white D with the little gold leaf, number 3. Like that. Yes, Crystal, that could be in place of a freebie. Yep, that's what Summer did. She put it in place of a freebie. Waiting for the pink one. Okay, let's do that, Dana. I like that combo. I am loving the white letters lately. I feel like I go through phases where I really loved the gold letters for a while, like gold letter with a strawberry or like a little rock was my favorite combo. Right now I am loving the white letters. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, Carson, sorry. So the journal kits, my goal is to get like basically all the supplies that you would need as a beginner and put them into these kits. So my plan right now is to have 3 different options for kits. So the first one would be the Doodler's kit, and it would have like markers, fine liners, calligraphy pens. It would come with my bullet journal guide, my calligraphy workbook, a journal, like that kind of stuff. Everything you need, especially if you're wanting to focus on drawing in your journal. And then, so that would be the Doodler's bundle or the Doodler's kit. And then the Crafter's kit would have some of the overlapping things, but it would also include more like washi tape, stickers, craft paper, that kind of stuff. And then the third option, which I'm really excited for, is to do mystery kits where I like have those little like bubbles kind of, you know, those clear plastic balls that have like different words like Tombow Furunosuke or highlighter set or washi sticker pack or whatever. And then you can choose to do a mystery kit with however many mystery items, and I put it together for you, all like surrounding the journal. So you would still get a journal, you would still get my full bullet journal guide and calligraphy tutorial, charms, all that kind of stuff, but then just like extra elements added on to it. I know, I'm so excited for those. That's another thing that I ordered storage for, and I'm just waiting very impatiently to get storage for all of my journal kit supplies, because right now it's all just like in big boxes in my closet, waiting to be organized. Yes, I do have a calligraphy tutorial, Mary, a calligraphy workbook that I have in my shop. Well, Paige, I would definitely still do a name page freebie if you wanted one. All right, Dana. We've got our leaf and the letter D. And Dana, do you already know what kind of freebie you want? I can show you what I've got. I know, Lauren, I'm so excited for yeah, like mystery scoops, but with like focused around a bullet journal. So what I'm thinking, Dana, I mean, obviously choose what you want. I've got like very naturey type washi tapes. I know you mentioned nature stuff, or I've got this one here, Green Homestead, has a bunch of like green and white themed washi tape stickers that you might like. What do you think? Anderson, I'm waiting for them to come in person. They're being shipped this week and they sent me pictures, but they look horrible. Not the journals look horrible, but just the pictures, you know, like it's factory or office lighting, like not nice. So I won't be able to do an actual nice reveal until they're actually here, unfortunately. Oh, yay, Shy. Dana. Oh, there you are. Yeah, sure. Either washi tape, this, or a name page. Do it, Lauren. I'm gonna put away some of my markers here and maybe write you a little thank you card, Dana, while we wait. Name page. Okay. What do you have in mind? Color, doodles, font, anything? Or if you want me to just wing it based on this tiny bit that I know about you, I can. Green with little pine trees, sure. Let's do that. I love this green, Sarah. It's my favorite. It's 228 by Tombow. Oops, sorry. Just bumped the stand. Hey, Linda, how are ya? All right. How's that, Dana? Pretty simple. I don't have my washi tape out yet. I feel like it'd be cute with some washi tape here. Oh, thank you guys. Good. Glad you like it. Oh, very cool, Linda. Where was that at? All right, so that is the last order to pack right now. If anyone else would like to place an order, please use code LIVE50. You'll get 50% off and I'll pack it up for you right away. But for now, let's get back into Summer's bullet journal. The last month in this bullet journal, which I can't believe we're at the last month, is a cottage theme, which is the same one that we did for Janelle in her bullet journal. Summer saw that reel and just loved it. So we're gonna do the exact same idea anyways. The format is gonna be different because like Janelle didn't even have title pages or anything in hers, but I'm gonna keep it very, oh yes, you're right. I forgot to do a flip through for you guys. I'm gonna keep it very similar to the cottage theme from Janelle's. And yes, thank you for reminding me, Maria. I did forget to color this fix. So see the left side I colored with blue, the left side of the Y I colored with blue, the right side I didn't. But see how nicely that covers up? Like from there you can't even tell. So when it's a small mistake like that, white gel pen is the way to go. So much better than whiteout. Whiteout leaves such an ugly, like, gob on your page. Okay, so I'm just choosing some colors for this little cottage theme. I think I'm gonna use these two browns. And then for the flowers, something pink would be nice. Actually, let's choose our colors and then I might change the colors of the browns accordingly. Is there a moderator here who would like to run a poll for us? Those are so similar. I'll get this poll running and then I'll give you guys a flip through. Thank you, Paige. Okay, let me find one more pink to add to the poll. We can do a 4-option poll for what pink to do for the flowers in this little cottage theme. That one's more purple, but I'll include it. Option 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yes, this is for a cottage theme with wildflowers. So right now we're choosing the colors for the flowers. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I'm just gonna stick this right up there So you guys can vote while I give a quick flip through of this journal so far for those of you who are new or who just haven't been in a little while. We're working on a 12-month bullet journal for my customer Summer. It starts in August of this year and goes until July of next year. So for August of this year, she asked for a garden tea party theme, which is what we did right here. Very pink and very girly. And then for September, we did this Daisy theme. She's got a dog named Daisy. So we included some little paw prints and the pages that Summer requested every month. First of all, she chose all the themes, but just kind of gave a prompt and then we interpreted it. But so the pages for every month that she wanted was a title page, a brain dump, a 2-page calendar with space for notes, trackers for water, 6 habits and finances, and then weekly spreads. Thank you, Paige. Option 3. Okay, nice. So these are the weekly layouts that we did for September. For October, she asked for this little globe airplane with a paper airplane, globe theme with a paper airplane. And so again, we've got the same monthly pages, trackers, and these are the weekly layouts that we did for October. November, we did a retro Polaroid theme. Yes, Anderson, it's going to be very similar to Janelle's. Retro Polaroid theme, all the same pages, and this is the weekly layout that we did for November. Then December is my current favorite. You guys should let me know in the comments which is your favorite so far. But December is this little gingerbread theme. I feel like every page gets better for me. We've got the title page, the brain dump, how cute, the little piping bag. Then we've got the cookie letters, and I feel weird tooting my own horn in a way, but also none of these ideas were mine. Like they all came from you guys. Like the icing letters with the piping bag, that was not my idea. All these doodles, those were your ideas. Like I'm giving you guys credit for your ideas here. Cookie letters, not my idea. I didn't want to put that much work into the lettering, but I'm so glad I did because it turned out so cute. Then we've got the trackers. Here are the weekly spreads that we did for December. And then we did this little pegboard theme for January. This was another good one. The weekly spreads. And then for February, we did this little love letters theme, which I loved the weekly spreads for February. March, we did this plants theme. Aw, thanks, Mary. The weekly spreads for March. I love how these weeklies turned out. Then for April, she asked for a funfetti birthday cake theme because it's her birthday month. So that is what we've got. Aw, Paige, you're so sweet. May, we did this really vibrant fruit smoothie theme. And then June, which we just finished, is this Breakfast at Tiffany's theme. So brain dump, title page, calendar, trackers, and then weekly spreads. I think the weeklies are my favorite pages in this month. So I'm glad we went with the blue lettering. I feel like that brightens it up so much compared to like the title page that has the black lettering. Maddie, we did that one all in one sitting. So if you missed that one afternoon, then you missed it. Oh, it was craft paper in March. Thank you guys. Okay, Nikki, I have never used tabs for the months before. They look cute, but like a lot of work if you're cutting your own. August, yeah, that's a fun one. December and February, same. Paige, you want to do a cottage theme for you? Aw. Well, if you have your journal with you, you should just pull it out and we'll do it together. But I did just see another order. Let's see here. We just got an order from Brooklyn. Thank you so much, Brooklyn, for your order. Are you here with us to pack it up? Bee and flowers. Okay, I'm gonna wait until, yay, okay, Brooklyn is here. Okay, the pegboard was adorable. Have to watch the May replay. So, EquiSmart Massage. This one starts in August of 2025 and goes until July of 2026. I always recommend when you place your order, ordering at least 2 to 3 months in advance. So anytime after, like, what is that now? September or October? Yes, the replay is on YouTube. Okay, Brooklyn, let's get your journal packed. I have got your clay journal, and let me show you what bees I have for you. I'm just gonna circle the right pink here so that I don't forget before we've moved on to actually coloring that. Caitlin, there will be 0 pages left. She filled every single page in this journal. So we have to do the yearly spreads yet. So like right now there's a few blank pages at the beginning, but it is going to be filled right to the brim. All right, so let me show you, Brooklyn, which bees I have available. I'm just gonna have to sift through this entire thing, so bear with me. Looking for bees. Wait. All right, we've got a black bee, a gold bee. What about pink or white? Yeah, black and gold does look like an actual bee. Nice. No pink or white yet. I know Betty took one, and Brittany, did you take another one? I think Brittany was here earlier today. I'm not sure if she still is. Okay, yeah, so we've got black or gold to choose from when it comes to bees. Let me put these back. Okay, whoops. Don't worry, it was only a cue that I dropped, so it won't be missed. And then flowers. Were you here when I was packing up Dana's journal? And if so, do you have a specific flower in mind that you saw when I was doing Dana's journal? A lotus flower, a bouquet of flowers. The lollipops. I know there's some in here that are like kind of funny but cute, and there's some that are just like, sorry, what? You can tell some of them from the variety pack that I got are so cute. Like actually, this would be such a cute charm to put on a journal, but some of them are just funny. Hey, Dragon Queen Artist. Thanks for joining. How are ya? This cat? I like this one. I feel like this one's kind of funny. Maybe that's just me. Aw, thanks, Ash. I'm doing pretty well. Feeling mostly moved in, which is like nice, but also I'm kind of at the point where it's like I moved in enough to live, so I'm super unmotivated to move anything else in. The first one with the gold bee, this combo, Brooklyn. Yes, okay, let's do it. See, every time I say something that my toddler now says, I'm like, oh yeah, I do say that a lot. That's why he says that, like, let's do it. Anytime he'll be like, Mom, do you want to play hockey with me? Sure, let's do it. So that is why he says that. Anybody want this charm? I still haven't had any takers for the scary pink fox, strangely enough. Whoop. Oh, Maria, he has such a crazy vocabulary. It's actually insane. I feel like every mom thinks that about her kid, but I have a video of him at 18 months, like exactly, saying, "What in the world? This ladybug can't fly." It's like, what? Boy, you are not even 2 years old. Like, you're 1.5. He is such a chatter. And we were at a wedding, and it was so cute. Like, he's got an older cousin so he's 2, and his older cousin is like 12, and he just so badly wants to be best friends with his older cousin. So he was pulling out all the stops. Like, he's gotten really into small talk lately, and it's so cute. So we're sitting eating supper at this wedding, and this 2-year-old to his 12-year-old cousin, "Oh, you have sausage too. Do you like the sausage? What's your favorite animal?" Like, his cousin is like, "Yep, dogs." Like, just giving him one word, and he's just like pulling out all the stops, trying to become best friends. It was so precious. All right, let me pinch this closed, which is not my forte. Yes, sir. That's great. Okay, sure. I am not totally sure, Sonia. It's a holiday night. I feel like just cruising, so I could be on for a little while yet. Yeah, isn't it, Alex? I love to, but he's getting closer to 3, and you can tell the like 3-nager type of mood is setting in a little, but yeah, Maddie, I love the strawberries. Okay, and Brooklyn, do you already know which freebie you would like? I can show you the options if you would like. Pinch that on real good. All right, we've got your bee and your flower. Oh, it's not actually, sorry. It's not a holiday, just my husband is on holidays, so I feel like we collectively are having a holiday. It just means that I'll likely get a chance to sleep in a bit in the morning. So that's why I feel like I'm on holidays. Okay, so Brooklyn, let me see. Have I missed anything from Brooklyn? I don't think so. So Brooklyn, for freebies, I've got washi stickers in pretty much every color. I just opened up a new pack. So blue, red, orange, green, pink, another green, this sort of beigey one, a light blue, purple, black, brown and this beigey one. And then I've got a bunch of washi tapes. So you can choose 2 washi tapes or a pack of washi stickers. Let's see here. I am not seeing anything from Brooklyn. Oh, there you go. Yes, sure, Brooklyn, for sure. What's your vision for the name page? A specific color, a sort of theme? What would you like? And then after that, we've got another clay journal to pack up for Megan. Pinks with some flowers. Sounds good. And let me think here. I'll make sure I spell your name right. Where's your comment? There it is. Jill, I just guess. I have no system to it. All right, and then Brooklyn, I was thinking, if you don't mind, I might do the flowers in white gel pen on the letters. Some like flowers and dots. Just for something a little bit different. Oh, good. You guys like it? Yeah, if anyone else wants a custom name page, may as well do it tonight. I haven't done these in a while. I feel like the last time I did it as the freebie, the reception was kind of like, meh. You know, some people liked it, but some people didn't really care for it. So I haven't offered it as a freebie again just because I thought you guys would like other things better. But if you like this as a freebie, I don't mind doing your name pages. You guys know the calligraphy is my favorite part of bullet journaling, so it just gives me an excuse to just do the calligraphy and then get to move on and not have to plan an entire theme and color palette. So yes, Kay, I have done that before for winter with little like snowflakes and stuff. I also did like plaid lettering one time. That was so cute. That was in a custom bullet journal. All right, there we go, Brooklyn. We've got you all ready to go with your flower and bee and your name page. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much for your order. That will be going straight to my dishwasher fund. And let me just write your thank you card here. Thank you guys. Oh, Lisa. How are you? Yes, Allison. These are the journals that I sell. I've got them in 2 colors right now. We've got the clay, which we just packed up for Brooklyn and for Dana. And then we've got the vanilla that we just packed up for Susan. And I've got one for Caitlin kind of tucked away over there. And I do have another order to pack for Megan. So Allison, these are 160 GSM pages. So I personally do not use watercolor in mine just because I don't use watercolor. I'm not really good at it. I prefer markers, but I do know that other people do use watercolors in these journals and they seem to work quite well for that. I know, I love the clay color page. I really loved the green ones that I got with this batch of journals. But those unfortunately sold out real quick. But I love the clay. They're so fun. All right, Megan, let me go back to your order and you can let me know here in the chat if you want to specify anything. So you said M, nature, cottage core, soft colors, nature leaves, mushrooms. Okay, got it. So let me find the M options. Oh yeah, for sure, Megan. Whatever you're thinking. Yes, and there's pom-poms. Right, they don't fit in my little bowl, so I never think to mention them. Only people who are here like watching regularly know that the pom-poms even exist. Let's see what other M's I still have. Oh, no, that's a W. Caitlin and Alex, my pom-pom representatives. They're so fun, hey? And I just love the colors. Like, I don't even know how I would choose a color from there because they've got so many good ones. You got your journal. Yay. Have you had a chance to start using it already, or are you still settling in? Okay, I think it might just be those 2 colors. I'm not seeing a white M or a pink M, so I must have sold those already. Sorry, this is going to be a whole lot smoother once I get my little charm organization in the mail. Aw, thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. Okay, so Megan, you said you kind of wanted to change your theme. What were you thinking then? You saw a charm that you liked that wasn't specifically nature or cottagecore? Oh, yes. I know which one you're talking about. I will just have to dig through. Oh, first handful. Lucky me. Another vacation. Okay. Well, now you're making me jealous. That's the little envelope. I know, that's such a cute little one. It reminds me of the love letters theme that we did in Summer's bullet journal. Gold M, and you want to do the envelope? Like this? Perfect. All right. Let me get that rigged up for you. All right. And Megan, do you have an idea of what kind of freebie you'd like? You can choose a washi tape sticker book or 2 washi tape rolls or a name page. So Madison, I use GoodNotes, but it is paid. Let me think. What are some of the other? Noteful, Notes Plus. I've tried out a bunch, but never like used them long term. So I can't give you like a thorough review because long term, the only one that I've ever used is GoodNotes. But I know Noteful, Notes Plus. Oh, there's so many free notes. That's another one. Kilo Notes. There's a lot of free note-taking apps if you want to do a free one. But like I said, I don't have like extensive experience with any of them. I've just kind of tested them out and then I use GoodNotes personally. Name page. Okay, what's your vision? Doodles, colors, anything specific that you have in mind? It is fun. Icing on top. A dream thing. Ooh. Lilac paper. Oh, okay. Lilac. Let me see here. Aquarium with clouds, paper, airplanes, little hearts. Okay. Use Notability. Yeah. That's one that I've never tried because I think that one's also paid. And I was like, if I'm already paying for GoodNotes, I don't need to pay for Notability. But yeah, that's another pretty popular one. Okay. Which kind of purple do you like, Megan? Oh, aqua. Oh, that aqua color is on its way to death, but maybe I can use it for a few little things. Because I think that's the best aqua color I have for you. All right, and let me go back over to Etsy so I spell your name right. All right, Megan. Okay. grab my super fine tip. There we go. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like the color. Oh, the lilac. That's Tombow 623. Oh, thank you so much, Whitney. Let me go check for your order. Let me grab. I'm gonna use my silver to do some little like metallic dots. All right, Megan, I'm gonna send it off to you like that. Nothing too crazy. Thank you so much for your order and for contributing to my dishwasher fund. I cannot wait to not wash dishes by hand. Oh, Whitney, I see your order. Thank you so much. Let me write a thank you card for Megan before I forget. I don't think I've ever met a Megan spelt that way. Very unique, Megan. All right, Whitney. Another clay. Nice. Clay is getting the airtime it deserves. I love this color. This is what my current Bible and prayer journal is. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for your order. And Whitney, let me see, what were you thinking for charms? Personalization. F? Or was that a typo? There's just a string of F's in the personalization box. Would you like 3 F charms? I'm just kidding, Whitney. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I just thought it was kind of silly. Oh, so I guess I shouldn't be pulling out Fs. What would you like for personalization? Pom-pom and a W. Perfect. I'm pretty sure I still have a lot of W charms left because I keep seeing them and thinking that they're Ms. Okay, now I'm getting actual Ms. There's a W in white. And I know that I have it in gold right here. Let me check pink and black. The Pom Pom Club is pretty exclusive, but Alex, you've tripled your Pom Pom Club members tonight. Getting Caitlin and Whitney on board. There's the black. And there's the pink. All right, so we've got all 4 options. Pom Pom Supremacy. Let's not get too crazy with the pom-poms. All right, now for pom-poms, I have like a billion colors, so I'll try to take them all out so that you can see, but there's like so many different iterations. No, those are different. See, like there's so many just like slight variations of each color. I love it. And there's this one. There's this one. There's bright red. Alicia. I am feeling the same way. I'm not even part of the pom-pom club. Okay, and then there's this kind of bright, which is like almost the same as that, but not quite. Like there's so many just slight variants of everything. Oh, here's another variation, I think, right? Yeah, those are just barely different. I know, Crystal, my son always wants to play with these when he comes in here because he likes to play with like normal pom-poms, but not quite the same. Do you know which one you would like, Whitney? Yeah, Sarah, I love the moss green. Gold W and the, ooh, and the green. Okay. That's beautiful. Love that combination. All right. Pack those guys up. The Laura, totally. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just flung that across the room. Oh no, washing machine issues. We finished June in Summer's bullet journal. And other than that, we've been packing journals. We've been doing quite a few name pages, which takes a little longer. So we haven't gotten back to work on Summer's journal yet. Okay, I gotta make sure I get that all the way closed off. There we go. And let's get the pom-pom on one. Oh, Dragon Queen artist. I honestly have no idea. I haven't seen the Lorax in ages. Oi. Okay. How did I manage this? Oh, there we go. You guys. This is the hardest part. And it shouldn't be. Okay, I did get it. Thank you, Linda. All right, let's get the W on here. Go. We've got your W, and we'll do your pom-pom. go. Welcome to the Pom Pom Club, Whitney. It's official. And do you know what freebie you'd like already? Washi sticker book, 2 washi tapes, or a name page. Name page, all right. What are you looking for? Yeah, the pom-poms are so fun. Do you guys like them on the separate bookmark, or do you think I should try to figure out some kind of like chain situation to like hang the second charm beside it, you know? Ooh, with the olive green. Let me see. Tombow 228, my dear friend. This is the one I used for Dana's. Is that good? You like them separate? Let's see. Yes, the green bows or polka dots or something. Okay. Let me think. I'm gonna just start off by doing your name and then see what kind of inspiration strikes. Because I feel like your name would be nice stacked. Any thoughts, you guys? Oh, thanks, Caitlin. Do you want to change your order? I don't mind. I feel like I said that in a creepy sounding voice. I don't mind. Ooh, tulips. Okay, Whitney, we're doing tulips. I love that idea. No trouble, Caitlin. Absolutely, let's do it. Whitney, I'm gonna do a little bouquet of tulips, and we're gonna do a bow, just like we were thinking, maybe some bows. And then we'll do some pink tulips. Let me add some black gel pen to that, just to clarify what's going on there. So we've got our little bow. All right. There you go, Whitney. Little bouquet of tulips. Oh, thank you guys. Caitlin. Okay, pinky promise, and I'll give you a name page. Just kidding. You make it look easy, but I know it's not. Not easy, but not as hard as you think. You can do it. Really, you can. It's, like obviously bullet journaling is like my thing. So I do bullet journaling all the time, but outside of bullet journaling, I am not an artist. Like I can't draw people. I can't, like, if you ask me to sketch something, like hand me a pencil, absolutely not. Hand me a paintbrush, absolutely not. It's not easy, but it's not like you need to be a crazy artist to like figure it out, you know? It takes some practice, and I don't know, just knowing like when to simplify things. I feel like I simplify things a lot. And yeah, anyways. Love that, Whitney. Okay, Caitlin, let's return to yours. What would you like to do for your name page? Ooh, Dana, for just starting, promise your mom may order you. Oh, you're funny. Dana, for just starting, I would recommend the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100. Just these guys here. They are so much easier to learn how to maneuver for like lettering and stuff when you've got like this kind of felt tip rather than like a big soft brush tip. So the brush markers are fun, but honestly, these ones are so much easier, so much better color variety for how much you're paying. And yeah, this is what I started with. I started my whole custom bullet journal, like YouTube channel business with only a pack of Crayola Super Tips and a black pen that I got from Walmart. So you really don't need the fancy markers. The only reason I use them is because I get these gifted to me. Otherwise, I would just be using Crayola all the time. Stacked name, absolutely. Aw, croissants. I love doing croissant doodles. Okay, sounds great. Stacked name, same green. Love it. Kate. Lynn. Okay, they look a lot better once they've got the black outline, don't worry. Right now they look like dog treats. Or fortune cookies. Just like I really don't know how to draw fortune cookies. Thank you guys for the likes. Game controllers, totally. I didn't even think of that. Aw, thanks, Anna. All right, this is the last one in my queue. Oh, thanks so much, Kelly. This is the last one in my queue. So I am going to go ahead and start working on Summer's journal for a bit. I won't stay on too much longer, but I do feel like I've got a bit of energy left in me. Aw, thanks so much for the follow, you guys. So let's get back into Summer's bullet journal. And if anyone else would like to have their order packed on live, go ahead and place an order and I will just hop right back into doing that for you. Yes, Stephanie, you can totally see June. So June, we did a Breakfast at Tiffany's theme. So title, brain dump, calendar, trackers, weekly spreads. That's where we're at. And then what we were doing when we were last here was we were choosing colors for a cozy cottage theme, just like, April. Just like Janelle's cozy cottage theme. April was her birthday month, so she asked for a funfetti cake. So this is how April turned out. These are the weekly spreads. I think the weeklies are my favorite part of April. I like the little confetti boxes. Okay, so we're swatching colors for, where am I? July, a little cottage theme. So we picked a pink. We're choosing our wildflower colors right now. And wildflowers and a cottage, which I'm just gonna pick some browns that fit with whatever colors we choose for our wildflowers. So I feel like a yellow would be nice. Ooh, a birthday theme. Fun. Is it just like birthday related doodles that you're doing? Or any specific birthday thing? Ooh, this yellow is dying, but I'm quite sure I have a replacement because this is one of my favorites. Cake, nice. That's cute. I love a good cake theme. All right, so let's choose a yellow. Is there a moderator who would be available to start a poll for us? If so, we'll do a 4-option poll, choosing a yellow. This one's kind of orange, but choosing a color to match with this pink that we picked for our other wildflower color. So I'm thinking pink, yellow, and then maybe one more color, either a blue, a purple. What do you guys think? I would do this one because I know that that's like one of her favorite colors, but it is very close to dying. Yes, Lona the Bay or Iona the Bay. I can't tell if that's an uppercase I or lowercase L, sorry. I make custom bullet journals. So this is a journal for my customer named Summer. She ordered a 12-month journal. Guys, there should be a poll right under my name where you can put your vote in and then TikTok will count it up for us so that we don't need to worry about the counting. So this is for my customer Summer. And she asked for a garden tea party theme for August of this year. And so every month is basically just building her ideal planner. So she chose all the different elements. She chose the themes, like this month she chose daisies. She chose the pages, so title page, brain dump every month, 2-page calendar and notes box, trackers for water, 6 habits and finances, and then weekly spreads that include the days of the week, a section for notes, a shopping list, and next week. So this is just very custom to Summer. It's all the different elements that she picked and we put it together. For October, she asked for this globe theme. And again, same page types, different weekly layouts, and different themes each month. November is a retro Polaroid theme. December, gingerbread. January is this little cozy pegboard sort of theme. I'm trying not to do my usual monologue because I feel like I say the same things every time I flip through this. And some of you guys who have been here for a while, I've probably heard this like 100 times. Yes, we did this all freehand and all on TikTok Live. Not a stroke has been done off of live. We're on here almost every day and we put these together for people. February was this love letter theme. So that's what we did. And then March is a plants theme. I know, Crystal, I had to like bite my tongue to not say that because I say that every single time. And I had to double check December because it's usually cookie, not just gingerbread. I know, I say the same thing every time. So I'm really just like shrinking it down. Cliff's notes for this version so you don't have to hear the same thing for like the 50th time just tonight. April was her funfetti birthday cake theme. May, fruit smoothie. And then right now we are on June. Or we just finished June, sorry. Right now we are planning July. Oh, sorry, Lane. It takes me about a month these days. A month is my goal. Okay, option 1, barely won over option 4. I'm gonna circle 1, but hold it lightly because I feel like option 4, well, I'm biased. Option 4 is like one of my favorite yellows, and option 1 is one that I never use. Just, it's not my typical palette, but I'll circle it for you guys and I'll hold that loosely and maybe switch it to 4 if I feel like our other colors match better. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 purples, 2 blues as the options for our final color. As someone who voted for, I support your decision. Thank you. Is there anyone who voted 1 who supports my decision? I'm just kidding. You guys are funny. Okay, so I swatched 2 purples, which to be fair are very similar. I didn't realize how similar they were going to be. And 2 blues, which are a little bit more different. So we're choosing something to pair with this and yellow. So go ahead and cast your vote up in the poll right under there. 1 and 2 are more purpley, and then 3 and 4 are more bluey. We're just looking for a 3rd flower color to mix with those. Okay, what was I just gonna say? Lana. So they are sold out right now. I only do 1 custom at a time because they do take so long. You guys can use the poll right below my name up there. And then TikTok will do all the counting for us. It just makes it a lot easier. Yeah, so I only open up 1 order at a time. And currently, obviously, this order is almost done. My next order is already full, so I won't be taking more until August. I just do 1 custom at a time. But this would be a great time to show those of you who are new. I am working on a pre-made journal, which those of you who are here regularly already know this because you guys have been choosing all of the themes in my Instagram stories. Right now, my Instagram story, you guys are choosing the theme for June. So if you want any say into what June looks like in this journal, go vote on Instagram. The idea is these designs are going to be printed into an actual journal. So it's not a digital download. It's not a printable product. It's going to come as like a physical journal, but instead of just like making 1 custom for 1 person, this is going to be for all of you to use. So for example, for May, you guys asked for a pond theme over on Instagram. Let's see, what did we do? For April, you guys asked for a tulip theme. So that's what we've got here. The letters are light gray for you to color so that they're not in black. They're in like a color of your choice. So anyways, yes, I do take customs. I only take 1 at a time. They're sold out like 90% of the time. Realistically, I'll probably only do another like 4 orders before 2026. So if you're not one of those 4 people, but you still want a journal that has been hand designed and has lots of the same features, same lettering, same doodle style, you can check this one out once it's done. It's obviously still a work in progress, but just so you know that it's there. 4-1, okay, perfect. I am a fan of 4. Okay. I feel like I want to do this yellow. Honestly, this one's not bad with 3 and 4. This one's just kind of more in my comfort zone, but we'll see. Okay. Now let me, trying to think if there's any other way that I could lay out this theme other than like doing, so we're doing a cottage theme with wildflowers, and we did this for Janelle, but hers didn't have a title page. It just had like a large calendar and then, or a smaller calendar, I guess, because it had space for like a cottage over here and some wildflowers. So I'm wondering if there's any other way to lay it out other than just like cottage, wildflowers, and title, or if I should just jump in and do that. I kind of think I might just jump in and do that just to save myself some figuring. Oh, Megan, you might actually tip the vote because it barely, number 1 barely won, so I might just go and do it. Yes, Lana, it will be in a journal. Yeah, it won't be digital or anything or printable. It will be actually in a physical journal, but instead of these pages just having dots, they'll have all of those hand-drawn designs so that you can use it as like a coloring book style bullet journal planner. Yeah. All right, so Paige, are you here? And if so, are you wanting to draw along? Because I can do tutorial style if you would like. Thanks, Megan. Do you want to draw along? You don't have to, but if you do, I would just talk through like all my strokes basically. But I don't want you to feel like you need to if you're just like chilling. Let's see. You love it. Well, if you want to use a fine liner, you can. I am not going to. I'm just going to use marker. But if you prefer going in with fine liner first, absolutely, that's fine. Yes, I'll teach this page if any of you guys want to do a little cottage theme. You may as well join me for this one. So if you are doing this, you're going to need a very light brown, a slightly darker brown, and maybe even a third brown, or a white gel pen. You kind of want like 3 to 4 different brown/white options to work with. So if anyone wants to join us in doing this page, go for it. I'm going to get started, but I'll go like slowish so that you guys can join. I'm going to put my cottage kind of up here, like kind of just above the halfway point and moved over to the side of the page. You can do it where you want. I'm going to start off by drawing a point for the top, and here, why don't I just map out the points for the side? So that's where I'm going to put the top here. Go 4 dots down and 2 to either side is where you want to connect that to. Okay, so 4 dots down and 2 to either side. You want to connect. And let's go 4 dots down from there, but straight. And then I'm going to move over maybe 5 dots and do a parallel straight line. And I'm going to draw just a straight line across the bottom here. Tell me if I'm going too fast or too slow. I don't want this to be like painfully slow. Okay, so that's kind of the shape of the bottom. I am going to draw like a few like cutouts where I want windows and doors. So I want a round window up here. Yeah, so these lines are each 4 dots. And then just a straight line across. And there's 5 dots between these two, 4 dots between these two. Does that make sense? So dot up here, 4 dots down, 2 to the side, 2 to the side, another 4 dots down, and then 5 over. This all makes sense in my head, but let me know if it's not making sense when I say it out loud. I want to do like kind of an arched door sort of situation. And then on this side wall, I am going to do 2 square windows, just for fun. And then this is where the roof is going to meet. And I like to kind of make the edge of my roof like scalloped like that. So I'm going to do that, but you can just do straight, whatever. And then all of this space, I'm going to color in with my light brown. And don't overthink it. It does not need to be perfect. Yes, Darlene, these are the journals that I sell in my shop. We were just packing up orders. I can show you a couple. We packed up for Brooklyn. She chose a gold bee and a flower charm with a custom name page. Oop, and I dropped her thank you card out. We just packed this one for Dana, a white D with a leaf charm, and then another custom name page. And this one was packed for Susan. She's got a white bow with an S charm and a little custom name page in here too. So these are the journals that I sell in my shop, and then you can get charms as well as a freebie of your choice, and use code LIVE50 for 50% off. Okay. Now, if I'm going too fast or too slow, let me know. I'm going to take a slightly darker brown or much darker, whatever. Ooh, I should have done more color variation. So I'm going to go over mine twice because I wish I had chosen one a little bit darker and just kind of do, yes, those are just plain books. Do a slanted line there. And then I'm going to try to follow like this arch. So 1 dot here and then 2 over to make the edge there. I hope that made sense. And I'm just going to color this whole roof in with my darker brown. And I'm going to go over mine twice because I should have picked a slightly darker brown to contrast a little bit more, but whatever. All right. Now you can leave like the cottage itself and the roof as is. I'm going to use some white gel pen or like a slightly darker brown or the same brown and just go over it twice to just kind of add some like almost like paneling down the side. You can also go horizontal to look more like siding, but I'm going to do horizontal on the roof for like the shingles. So I'm going to do vertical over here. Okay. Now I'm going to take my even darker brown and just color the door all the way in and draw frames on my windows. So just circle with a cross through it, square with a cross through it, square with a cross through it. Might add a little chimney. And then I'm going to add, just for like shingles, I'm just going to do like some little curved lines, randomly spaced. I'm not like measuring the spacing of these at all, just random. Okay, and I'm going to call that good for the cottage itself. Oh, I should do a little white gel pen doorknob maybe. Okay, that is going to be the cottage. I'm going to draw a little like path kind of with stone coming down from the cottage. So I'm going to take a gray and just do like random size. Some are big, some are small. Blobs like that to follow a winding path. So you could like kind of draw out the trajectory of your path with stones, like just single stones, and then kind of fill in the gaps. Okay, I think that might be good for my path. wasn't planning to fill the whole page, just a bit. There, I like that better. And then let's see, what kind of font should I do? Okay, so these are my colors. I'm gonna use some greens as well. I might just do like a little, let's see, this is July. Have I done any just like plain black monoline calligraphy in here? I don't think I have. So maybe let's do that. Where is my black marker? Well, this is a super dark brown that looks like black. So I'm gonna just take a like blackish marker and I'm gonna just kind of randomly place my July title somewhere over here. And if you're not confident in calligraphy yet, you can just do a cute little like printed title. I feel like that would look just fine with this theme. How's it going for those of you who are following along? Let me know. I'm gonna draw some flowers now, a few different types. So you can kind of take 3 colors and assign each color to a flower type. They're very simple flowers. I will show you. So my first one, you start with just circles. Just pick one color and assign it to be your circle flower. And just place a bunch of circles. Take another flower and you're gonna assign it to be, I guess it's kind of like a tulip, but just like draw a U and then 3 bumps on the top and then color that in. And I kind of like cluster a few together sometimes, like put 2 of those together. I'm gonna put some of these kind of peeking out from behind the cottage. Okay, just kind of placing them all around. And then I'm gonna add one more type of flower. Oh, I just noticed my phone is only at 7%. So I'm gonna try to make this quick here. So the other type of flower that I'm gonna add, you just draw a circle and you wanna leave the middle of it hollow. And then just like a very basic like 5-petal flower. And I'm gonna color the petals in but leave the middle white. That's just what I like to do. Okay, and let's see. I don't think my phone will die right away, but I still wanna kind of wrap up the tutorial part pretty quick here so that I can make sure you guys get all the information that you need before my phone dies. I should plug you in, but I should also go to bed. So I'm like, if I don't plug you in, then I'm motivated to just do this quick and get it done before my phone dies. Ooh, but it dropped another %. Babe? My charger's upstairs. We'll see. I'm going to start with this and then start filling in the green to see what I want to do. So you can just use 1 green, you can use 2, you can use 3, whatever you have. I have 3 that I know I like together, so I'm just going to use all 3, but you definitely don't need to have that many. And just kind of choose a simple greenery style for each one. So for these yellow ones, I'm just going to do a straight stem with 2 leaves coming out of the bottom. And I'm going to put that onto all the yellow ones. No, Stephanie, he doesn't watch my lives, but he's usually close by, so you can usually like hear them, but. All right, and then I'm gonna choose this lighter green. And for this flower, I think I'm gonna do more of a curved stem with like bigger leaves. Curved stem. I don't know why that stem was so difficult for me. It looks like a cactus now. Whoops. And then for the other ones, I'm just gonna do like little, just leaves coming out, which are just like little teardrop sort of shapes. Bottom right, thank you. I will get that one. I will do one tomorrow. It will either be at the same time or it will be in the afternoon. I am not totally sure yet. Okay, so I should fill in some of these gaps with more flowers, but before my phone dies, I want to make sure that I show you guys how to finish off the flowers. So for these circle ones, I'm going to just draw a swirl with white gel pen. If you don't have white gel pen, just take a slightly darker version of that color and draw a swirl on top. That's how I'm going to finish those ones off. So I'll draw a swirl on all of these. Okay, and then for the blue ones, I often just like to draw like kind of a little like almost like mini flower inside them just for fun. You really don't have to, but again, either white gel pen or a darker version of that same color, and just do any sort of little design is going to make it look much more like intricate than it actually is. It's basically just a blob, but if you put a little design like this inside, it looks fancier. Okay, so those are my 3 flower styles. I'm going to go ahead and just fill in a few of these open spots that I see now. And then I'm going to be done with this cover page. Put another blue one over here. Maybe a red one here. The red ones are my favorite to draw, with the little swirl on them. How's it going for those of you who are following along? Melissa, helpful? Okay, good. Because yeah, like none of these doodles on their own are too hard, you know? Just kind of break it down, go one step at a time. Oh, good. I am glad. All right. So I feel like that's maybe where I'm going to leave it for now. I think this theme would go really well with some washi tape. So I still have 4% left. I wonder if I can find my washi tape, because I think that would add to the theme. I did find it. Let's see if I have something that would match well with this. I think that kind of works. actually don't think I have any pinks that are like that bright. That's too bad. Because that would match really, or work really nicely if I did. One's missing a stem. Okay, let me circle on back to I do not have my tutorials on YouTube, no. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do have some. They're very old. I think they're still helpful, but I don't have any, like this theme wouldn't be on there because this is more of a recent one, but you can definitely find some sort of tutorial ones on YouTube from years gone by. Thank you so much for the gifts, Allie. I don't actually think I like the pink there. Let me see. Try something a little more neutral. Oh, thanks, Allie. I'm glad you like it. I like the leafy one. I might change out these washies tomorrow. I'm not sure how I feel about this. My music just ended and my phone just hit 2%. So I think this is a good time for me to call it a night. Thank you guys very much for joining my live today and for all the orders. You guys are making a big dent in my dishwasher fund. I didn't like the pink. Maybe I'll retry the pink tomorrow. I just feel like it looked kind of funny with the green leafy one that I put on top. No problem. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will be back tomorrow. Not sure when, but I'll try to let you guys know on Instagram when I plan to be live tomorrow. Also, please check out my Instagram if you want to have any input whatsoever into those pre-made bullet journals that I'll be launching at the end of this year that I was showing you guys. Right now, I'm taking theme suggestions for June, so feel free to check that out. And as always, if you guys do want to place an order and have it packed on live tomorrow night, you can place your order using the code LIVE50 and you'll get 50% off. You'll get to choose your charms tomorrow on live as well as your freebie. So thank you guys so much for joining tonight, and I hope to see you later in the week. I'm down to 1%. So thank you guys so much.